going over there. So.
Oh yeah.
All right. Welcome. What is this? Oh, so this is number 25. It's a special one. Appreciate you. Appreciate you having me in your villa. You getting ready to go tomorrow? Yeah, not tomorrow, but Thursday.
Thursday, yeah.
So I actually probably post this on Thursday so you can watch it on the flight. Download it before you go. You can watch it on the flight.
Yeah, that's what I appreciate it.
Or if not, I gotta get you on Signal. But what I need to say, it's a little hot up in here. I might come out. I don't know.
I already got the thing. So you know, I got
call
that little DPW thing, man.
DPW. My collar might turn into bacon, so we'll adjust when I get back. But I don't know who to call you, man. I don't know how to roast you. I could call you Mike Epps, but you don't really look like Mike Epps.
Oh man, that's crazy.
You do look like the dude. Nah, that's an insult right there. The dude that the one that stole the clothes on.
Talking about Ezel?
No.
I like to say, man, it's crazy.
The one at the mall when they was
Talking about that show ATL?
No,
No, is it?
on Friday After Next.
You saw the crackhead, the one that was shake him off.
Hey, without the crack though, without the crack.
Ah, damn, that's crazy.
Right.
Well, I don't know. I never seen
like,
that.
like a sober.
Man, that's crazy.
Nah, but now what you want them to know? You ask. Introduce yourself to the audience.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Dante Hill. You call me D, Nick, whatever.
Say what?
Sorry, Hill.
What you say the second one?
Oh, D, Dante.
You
Or
said
Nick.
Nick?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you thought I said?
My bad. Anyway, I guess where you from?
Oh, from Phoenix, Alabama. Born and raised, 34.
Phoenix City, Alabama.
Yeah. So you know where like Auburn. Like I tell people like
Yeah, that's what Fort Gordon?
Fort Benning.
Fort Benning.
So you know Fort Benning, right? So you got Fort Benning, Columbus. You cross that bridge, Chattahoochee River. We call it the Kool-Aid, right? So you got Chattahoochee. Yeah. Cause you know people die in the water. So
that's
I don't know if you notice, like you drive by a little muddy and red and stuff. Somebody died.
Oh,
but
man, come on.
So you got Fort Benning, Columbus, the Chattahoochee River. Then you got Phoenix City, that small little area. So yeah, so that whole 280 bypass, all that.
Dang, y'all rough out there.
Oh yeah, we don't play. Ask bro, Sean Baldwin, he'll tell you.
Well, he from
Florida,
but he living there right now.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah.
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
You know I did an episode with him too.
Yeah, I did. Okay. I checked it out. Yeah,
okay,
shout out to Sean Baldwin, that bro. He's a light man.
Yeah. So what is like down there?
So of course you know, I gotta say.
I don't know.
Not trying to think about like a respectful way.
Go ahead. Hey, get this. Say how you gotta say it. Tell the truth.
Okay. Like, let's just watch your back everywhere you go. Mm-hmm. So, get some gas, a crackhead. Hey, let me get some. Next thing you know, you might be generous, give $1. They try to rob you.
Oh, man.
My experience, kind of similar, same thing, just wrong place, wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
Police, you got the description of this guy, get arrested. Get bail.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not even get bail, but they assume it. You get charged, and it's like, hey, you're not proved innocent. The right you prove innocent is not no. I'm sorry, none of that. So it's.
Oh sure.
Yeah, not me, but just.
I was gonna say
situation.
You that. Yeah, that sound. You okay? You grew up with siblings or just you?
So I got a younger sister, but overall I got an older brother and sister on my dad's side.
It'd be like that. Yeah. I think that's everybody's story. Like, yeah, my dad got 13 kids, my mom got 2.
Yeah, but now even with that, like my pops, other brother and sister, they were like that's way before he met my mom, so that was like what? Cause he was in the military too, so that's probably like a couple years we got in. But he met my mom probably what 98 when I was born, so yeah.
Okay. High school sports, you a sports guy?
Yep, basketball, football. I did soccer for like 3 days, but I ain't gonna lie, definitely I was a track person, and I did ROTC in high school too. So
ROTC. So you did you played the organized sports in the school, and then you did ROTC too.
Yeah.
Not too many people do that. I don't think so.
It's rare nowadays, but yeah.
Yeah. What school you went to? What it's called?
Oh, Central. You already know Red Devil, horns up. But so like, you know, long story short, so if you go to Phoenix City, you know, of course, everywhere you go, everybody and mama graduated from Central. So they be like, what school you went to? Oh, you know, we'll say Red Devils or Devil Nation.
Uh-huh.
They be like, oh yeah, Central. So, you know, everybody, the great grandma, like literally everybody.
So everybody born and raised, they all go to that school.
Same school, yeah.
Okay. But for you, your experience, it was a good experience.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Graduated with honors.
I graduated like top 30 in my class.
Okay.
So I was.
How many they had? 35.
Nah, we had about like what, 300, 500 people.
Nah,
I'm
just messing with you, man. Nah, that's funny. I'm sorry.
Goodball.
All right. What kind of jobs you had, man? After, or did you work during school, or you worked during? So you did sports and you worked.
So it was just to backtrack. So like my junior year, you know, compared to like your senior year, you doing your classes and stuff.
Yeah.
So that summer, you know, my mom, she was signing me up for my classes, you know, and my teacher was like, hey, you know, your son, he's technically already considered a graduate. So like that whole senior year, he can do what they call co-op. So I was like, okay, cool. So did
co-walk.
Co-op. So that
co-op.
means you go to school.
Okay, yeah.
So you go to school for half a day, then you work. So, you know, my friend,
I did that my senior year because I had passed the state exams and everything, so I was good to go.
Oh damn!
I ain't having. I was just going back to my grandma's house. Like I ain't had no job.
So you were Tommy, weren't you?
I was bored, man. I should have just stayed at school, but it was, I was off. I hung out with my brother girlfriend at the time. But besides that, I was just like at my grandma's house. Yeah, probably making some beats or something.
Nah, that was up. But it was weird. So I had first job, Bojangles. My uncle, I ain't gonna lie, shout out to Bojangles, but they was ghetto as hell. My uncle, he kind of hooked me up with it because he knew the manager.
Mm-hmm.
But I had an older cousin, her name was Kimmy, so she worked there.
Mm-hmm.
And then my uncle was like, yeah, I know the manager. You know, woo. He was just like, hey, put your application in, call in next hour or two. And after I put the application, I kept calling for like 15, 30 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Got no answer. And eventually, like after an hour, they picked up. And I was like, yeah, I'm looking for Mr. Such and such. And they was like, he's not here, but. And I was like, well, I kind of lied. I was like, well, hey, I got an interview for him. They was like,
shit.
no, but she was like, oh, I received your application. I'll just wait for you to call. And I was like, okay, so picked up, got an interview that next day. You're hired. Did that from August to October.
Uh-huh. They
let me off, but I was a cook. Then they had me work. They had me work as a cook. They had me work at the window. So I was like, okay, did that. But I was like, just how much? You'd be surprised what fast food people go through on a daily basis. But I was like, yeah, I can't take it. Then I went
so
there.
they let me off. What that mean?
So it was a situation where you
got fired.
No, I didn't get fired. I'm gonna tell you something. So you know how so for example, like how Sundays you can go to like a McDonald's, right? And usually you have some generous people. They may tell you like, you get your food, you pay, have a blessed day. So me being me, I'm a generous person, right? So I didn't think me telling myself like, hey, telling somebody like, hey, have a blessed day, especially you represent the organization, like they be generous. He was like, no, you can't do that. I was like, why not? Like Sunday, it was like you're not being. It was something he said something about reference to being like Christian or generous, and I was like,
man.
Yeah, I was like, that's Christ said, so I can't bless nobody on a Sunday, and they was like, you can, but you just gotta be aware of what you say, how you say it. And I was like, well, what's wrong with how I said it? So
what if they like that?
And that's what I told him. So he was like, you know what? He's like, I gotta write you up for it. So I was like, okay.
That's wild.
But I ain't mind it. So he was like, you gotta leave voluntary on your record, or you leave voluntary. So the last 30 minutes, call my mama. I'm in the bathroom stall. You know how it is. I'm mom, like they finna fire me. I'm just letting you know, boss. She's like, nah, I'm good. Cause my mama, she worked fast food too.
Uh-huh.
Worked Burger King for 2 days. She quit cause she knew it wasn't for her. So she like, it just wasn't for you. Do your thing. But after that, I worked at Route 21 from. Yeah, I worked at Route. Yeah.
Shut up.
So now I worked at Route 21.
Route 21, man. Shut up.
Yeah, shout out Route 21. They went out of business. But I worked at Route 21 from like what? From Thanksgiving, like Black Friday, all the way till like I graduated. So like that March, April, May time frame.
Yeah.
But they had me just selling fragrance. But I'm thinking I'm finna go there and talk to women. They was like the lady, cool little white woman. She was like, well, you're very handsome, you're attractive. Cause I guess I was shopping. She pulled me. I'm thinking, I'm stealing them. She like, you know, you're very handsome. I'm like, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it. She like, put in the application.
Oh.
You know, I think you'd be a fit because she only had one African American guy, but she was like, I want to attract more female women. I was like, okay, cool.
Oh, yeah, you got a DEI. They put you.
So long story short, because every time I came in there, like I be talking to people, just socializing. She remember my face, so she was just like, she's like, yeah, put in the application, do your thing, and next thing you know, I put in that next day, same thing. She hired me.
Next day.
And, yeah, next day,
oh,
literally.
Y'all hiring down there. I need to come. Hey, y'all hiring like crazy. The next day.
Yeah. And then after that, I did Kmart from May all the way till I shipped off. So.
Till you shipped off.
For base training, September 2016.
Okay. All right. I mean, since we here, what made you decide to join the Army?
I mean, of course, my pops. He was in the military for a good little minute. He
in the Army.
Yeah, Army.
Okay.
He didn't play that. Definitely old school, funny as hell. PTSD. Who was it? I ain't gonna. I used to be old school, right? So I used to have them dreams, like you know, like waking up, saluting the flag, like them basic, like it's crazy, the basic military dreams. Right? But my pops, he was a goofball, cause he's like, man, he used to tell me like when I was young, like, hey, I see you, you know, going in serving, doing the full 20, and you know, but at the same time I graduated, and at the time I did a lot of stuff was going on, like killings, murders.
In your city.
Yeah. Literally before I graduated, when I worked at Kmart, my not childhood friend, but my coworker, my manager, her son, he graduated same class with me, but he got in an accident.
Oh shit.
So he was going to college, passed away, and then yeah, that was about it really. So just like to get away from the city, to be honest.
And you decided that before you even before you joined? I mean, before you graduated high school?
Yeah, 100%.
So you took your ASVAB?
Took it, made like a 45, and then yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, but even like when
I mean, that's enough to get in because all you need was what, 30?
At the time it was 30, but like my school, my jobs, I had like 5 jobs, so I was kind of good on it.
You was grinding. I respect that.
It was something like, man.
Something like, yeah, I respect that, man. Cause I ain't had no job in high school. That's why I ain't had no girls. I ain't had no job. I ain't had no car. That's why. Anyway. No. Well, so your parents supported you going, obviously.
100%.
Or nobody like, no, my baby.
Nah, so Mom Dukes, like she rather me go in the military than being back at home around the. I mean, of course, I can say compared to like your average teenager, definitely I was the type where, you know, I did what I had to do, make sure everybody was good. Like I still have my fun, but at the same time, it's like I let my folks know, like, hey, Mom, I'm gonna go to bro house. He right down the street. You know, my bro. I grew up when we go way back since 6th grade, so like my circle was tight. So his mama knew my mama, his sister knew my mama. So worst case scenario, something was to happen, whatever, I had somebody who I could go to. I was reliable. So, mama didn't play that. Definitely when it came to like that 12 o'clock, and I had a lights. I was 16, so
12 o'clock, you need to be back at the house.
Not even that, but in the state of Alabama, right? So at midnight, in the state of Alabama, like where I'm from. So at midnight, they didn't play. So you under age of 18 driving, they knew certain areas to go to. So if you was caught, you automatically arrested, and a license at the time is automatically revoked till you 18. So they didn't play that shit. So
till you 18.
Yeah. So my you 16 driving around.
That's all Alabama.
That was just where I'm from, Phoenix City.
Yeah. I ain't trying to do that. I ain't 16, but I ain't. You know what I'm saying? I might retire in Alabama.
Nothing wrong with that. What, for work?
Nah, no.
Redstone?
Yeah, Redstone.
Oh, you straight. You by A&M?
Yeah, we still good. I ain't never seen that. Yeah. I got a house out there.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, you should go if you get a chance.
Nah, for sure. My mentor, do you know Song First Class Washington? I think we talked about
we had
it.
A conversation. He came by. I think he came by like twice, but I wasn't there. He was retiring out there, but I didn't meet him.
Now he good people, but
I heard about him.
Yeah, when me and Song Baldwin was at Benning, he was the NCO, ICO there.
Okay.
So he good people.
Okay. It's a small world.
Man, I'm telling you.
Small army. What was we saying? Okay. I forgot what we. Hold on.
We talking about the jobs.
But then we skipped. You already in the army now.
Yeah, the reason why. It's the reason why I joined.
Yeah, what was? the reason they supported you.
Yeah, they supported me 100%. Yeah.
And then your siblings, sister, brother, they like, oh man, my dog gonna be gone.
So I ain't gonna lie. I remember like you know how it's when you have like a little sibling like y'all made growing up. Me and my sister, we was like Malcolm and Reese. I'm Malcolm Mill. Like we played, we fight. But at the same time, we cared for each other, right? So you know, I met Melps, you know, at Fort Jackson. So you know, I'm calling my dudes, letting them know like, hey, you know, in the bum bed, my bro, he from Columbus too. So I'm letting her like, hey, mom, mate. She's like, okay, you know, be safe, have fun. You know, basically like I'm going to camp, and then out the blue, my mom was like, she's like, your sister want to talk to you. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, it's rare, but I know she like, hey, big kid, like, hey, you know, I miss you, we love you. And then out the blue, I just heard, we miss you, and she just started busting out crying on the phone. So it kind of hit me, but then at the same time, like, okay, she room for me too. So you know, it was all love though.
Yeah. How old is she?
So I'm 26. She's about to be 25.
Okay. Oh, y'all that close.
So I was born in 98, she's born in 99.
Okay.
So yeah, we close.
That's dope.
I say you hot though?
Huh?
You hot?
I'm gonna take it off in a little bit.
I was gonna say 'cause I got the window cracked.
No, it's all good. I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Basic training you did Fort Jackson?
Yep.
Oh. What time of year was that?
The summertime. Well, how about the summer merger to the winter, so that August, September time frame.
Okay. Yeah. So you started out burning up.
Yeah.
And then you ended
merging over to the cold. Yeah. So I said when we graduated doing the FTX, that like literally we hit the cold, like the Fonso standing there, shaking, all this shit.
How was you like physically fit at the time?
I was. Well, I can say the biggest issue, because, you know, I was a lanky person, right? So, biggest thing was just my knees. So, like, everything, doing the exercises, the whole low crawl, all that shit used to hit my knees. But,
yeah. Let me tell you about it. No good knees. So physically, like, none of this stuff, like, did you have, my basic training was fun. It wasn't supposed to be, but it was. The days it was annoying. But mostly it was a good time. How about you?
Mine was cool. I could say, you know, you had that cool drill. You got your other like senior drills and all that that's helping out. So definitely I had a name, and not in a bad way, but just like, hey, if y'all fuck up or hey, somebody gonna fuck up, it may be Hill. Like, hey, Hill may know who it was, but overall, like all my battle boys, I'm gonna be real, like all my battle boys from base training, probably. I'm probably like the last 10% that's still in. Everybody else, they out. Like, it's crazy, but yeah.
I can only think of one that's still in from my basic training. Maybe two, but two for sure. Three.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say four, cause I can think of three that's still in right now, and I think two of them reserved. Anyway.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. Since you say that, I know one. She's finna come up here. Well, nah, she's finna go to Germany, but she's on rotation, but. Besides her, we probably the only two that's still in.
What about AIT? Still folks in?
Hell no, I ain't gonna lie. Majority everybody going, I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't think one person from my class is still in. Shart Hughes. I don't know if you ever met him.
Nah, and the name sound familiar, but I don't.
I mean, it's Hughes. It's a common name. But how was? Oh yeah, what made you pick your job, man?
Chaplain assistant. So of course, you know, I grew up in the church, right? But at the same time, like compared to my dad, you know how it is. Some people didn't do research on that job, so you know I was doing the research. You know, first thing my dad, because my recruit, she was like, you could do chaplain assistant and be a truck driver, and I was considering doing the truck driver thing. But my dad was like, no, hell no, you don't do it because the long nights, early mornings, you ain't gonna have no rest or break. And I was like, okay, cool. So what about something just all around? And once I told chaplain assistant, he like. Yeah, it fits you perfectly. You grew up in the church. It just fits you well around. He's like, how you are, you're very humble. You be yourself. As long as you just, like I said, you working with you and you're an officer, you'll be fine. So, next thing you know, choose that. Like that next day, my recruit was like, okay, cool. Like Friday, you head up there. Came back that Saturday evening, and everything was all good.
Do you feel like growing up in the church mattered according to how your job is done? Like, is that relevant now?
You talking about how the Army do it and how we do it?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Besides maybe chapel duty, but not even really.
Yeah, so for the chapel duty, I mean, yeah, that's nothing. But I ain't gonna lie, like how I was raised, being in church compared to the military version of it, definitely is more. Like I say, it's more cutthroat. Meaning I'm Baptist, right? So I grew to where they catching the Holy Ghost, they passing out. The pastor here do an altar call. You know, literally, you may have some out the blue, run through it, pass. Like I'm taking, it's crazy, right? But
I've seen I ain't go up in that type of church, but
it's crazy, right? But growing up and seeing like some people react to it, respond to it different. But for me, on the other hand, it was like second nature. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Then the pastor, he like, hey, let me get Brother Dante here, come out and do a prayer. So next thing everybody started knowing me as the guy who could do the prayer. So I was kind of like that teenager, like, hey, let's get Brother Dante here. And I'm like,
oh, you're Deacon Hill.
They wanted me to. I was like, I didn't know I did not speak the truth. That was all. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, who was your? No, y'all had drill sergeants at the time.
No, we didn't.
Who was your instructor?
So easy, Sean Cruz, Sean First Class Cruz. So when y'all went to SLC, like I was telling bro, Sean Baldwin, cause he asked me like, how was? I'm like, man, she cool, good people's, like great soul. Definitely, if you tipped her off, she didn't play, but her ethnicity, I think she was Nigerian or Jamaican. It was one of them two.
She might be.
It was something, I forgot her ethnicity, but
I think she's Jamaican.
Yeah, but
she see it.
But once she got upset, like you see it come out her like that. But she didn't play.
Yeah. We ain't have no issues because we grown. Y'all was baby.
Man, it's like, but I ain't gonna lie, she loved me though, cause she like, oh, you got a nice smile. I'm like, oh, thank you, son, I appreciate it. But
you trying to put yourself on?
Nah, but for real though, she did, you know. But it was all fun.
Yeah, she was good people.
Good, yeah, definitely great soul.
Very it's kind of goofy because
man, she is. I ain't gonna lie.
Sarah laughed at herself so many times. Like she just be by herself, but she laughing at herself saying jokes.
But she being
only she caught. Yeah, she funny. I like her. Good peeps.
Yeah, great soul.
Yeah. Y'all had one instructor?
So we had another one, but I don't remember that other instructor though. Definitely, but 100% of the time, Sean Cruz was, yeah, she was everywhere.
Okay, I'm trying to see if you was, 2016?
Yeah, 2016.
I probably know some folks that you know some folks.
So I started like November. Cool. I graduated the same week of Thanksgiving, so.
And what was I doing?
So November, December, now left in January. So
okay.
Yeah.
All the time I was in Iraq.
Ooh,
while you was a baby learning how to shoot a gun. But anyway. What was your first duty station?
It was here in Korea. I was at Camp Carroll. Yeah, 498.
Oh, sure.
So yeah, this is my second time coming back here.
So did you know anything about Korea before you came?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. Once like everybody, I told my mom like, hey, I got my orders, and once I told her, sounded happy as hell. Hey, I'm going to Korea. She okay, and then I could tell, how you tell your parents. Yeah. So like her voice, I could tell she was like, oh fuck, he finna go a million miles away, get on the plane. Yeah. I ain't never did none of that. So once I told my pops, cause that was his first dude, he's like, oh shit, you straight to get all the clothes, the gear, the shoes. He's like, you better hook me up. So I was like, I got you, and it was all love. So once I told him, he was excited. So
Camp Carroll, you said.
So it's in Daegu, Area 4. So it's
not quite Daegu.
But I'm like this. It's right out. It's literally right outside. Yeah.
But I've been on there 2 times. I've only been there 2 times. But it's a small little base and
stay to itself, but it's a lot of trouble though.
A lot of trouble?
Yeah. So right outside not the main gate, but it's a back gate. You got like clubs, you got like literally all around the whole back gate.
That little strip?
Yeah, all the way down the hills, you got like Club Lollipop. I don't know, it's like these clubs lined up beside each other.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, so everybody out there all weekend?
Yeah, that's all they did.
Okay. I mean, y'all got Daegu right down the street, but you can just walk out the gate and have the same fun. Maybe not the same fun, but some fun.
But I ain't gonna lie, I used to take the train because like right beside Daegu, I forgot what the city was, but it was like literally like an outlet. So you had H&M, Foot Locker, I think it wasn't PacSun, some like Zoomies. Then you had the department store, aka they called it malls. But yeah.
I forgot what PacSun is. I ain't been to the States in so long, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you better be. What was your experience like in your first unit though?
So definitely, I was in combat support sustainment. So like, it was chill. Definitely just learning the ropes. Cause like, if I needed something, my NCO was like at Camp Henry. So I had to take like a 15-minute like bus drive just to ask questions. Or even my one time I call him. Well, him, me, and her. But at the same time,
they still in.
So Sergeant First Class Lynch, she retired when I went to Fort Jackson, 2018 going on 2019, and then Staff Sergeant Heat. So I know.
I don't know them.
So me and Sergeant Young, we knew him, but he I know he had cancer, but I know he been out. I think he like retired, but I know he been out for a good little minute.
Oh, Sergeant Young was here too.
Yeah. Actually, me and Sergeant Young go way back too. We did
the back.
So we did EMM here in 20. So and then before I left here to go Korea.
No, did it here?
Yeah, we did it here. Yeah, that's other accent. But nah, we true. Right. So we was at Fort Jackson too. So right when I was leaving, he was just getting there.
Okay.
So that was like around 2021. And that like right before COVID started, so that's when he got there.
How was I mean like like outside of work how did you feel about Korea the first time?
I ain't gonna lie. Like people ask me all the time, I felt like everybody hit Chris. Like eventually like the first 4 months it was cool because it's like you out spirit like just kind of going on your own.
Yeah.
And I can say even like back then like the whole Naver app and all that, you didn't have that. So it's like you just had to kind of figure it out, but like as long as you kind of know back where the main part of the walking game was that you was good. But eventually like, after 6 months I kind of felt like Chris, everybody hit Chris, like I'm in a whole foreign country surrounded by Koreans, and eventually I ain't gonna say I was annoyed, but it just felt weird because I'm like, man, I'm walking down the street, you see nothing but Korean, every now and then you'll see.
That's supposed to be how you feel in the beginning, and then it get normal.
But I guess it's just because, like I said, you still fresh, young, and like I ain't gonna say I was homesick, but just being away for so long. And
hey, it's fine to say you're homesick.
From time to time,
I just said that today. I want to go home. Anyway.
But nah,
I don't want to cry on here.
Hey, nah, it be like that, actually. But nah, it's after that, after a couple of minutes, like a while, I kind of got adjusted to it, but just start kind of venting.
Who were some of your people back then
like
that you hung out with?
I won't put nobody on blast. I had my homeboy.
You was kicking it with?
I had my homeboy Evans. He was a specialist. Who else? Dang, you got me thinking about. I had my homeboy.
You forgot about him.
I had my homeboy specialist Sinkfield.
Sinkfield.
He was supply. He was a good ball. I had Staff Sergeant Hobson. Now he's Sergeant First Class. Who else? I had my first sergeant. I'm trying to think. What is it?
Man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, sergeant was fly.
Yeah, for sure. You don't keep up with nobody?
Besides the first sergeant and St. Field, them the only two. But I know first sergeant he retired probably 3-4 years ago.
Oh, sure, okay.
But he been in for a good little minute. So.
Yeah, cause you about to, if you came in 2016, you about to hit 10.
Technically, next year. This should be 9 years. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're over here now.
Yeah.
You gonna do the whole dub?
Yeah, just ride it out.
You gonna hit the whole 20? Yeah.
Might as well. I'm halfway there.
You did the blended retirement or you did the new joint?
Blended retirement.
Okay.
Oh, you got it.
Make sure you get your money right.
Gotta do the continuation pay too. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the gym. Yeah.
That's coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Make sure when you get that, you put it back into something. Or you ain't got no credit card.
I ain't spending it. I ain't blowing it.
Yeah. Did I blow mine? I don't know. Probably not. Probably did. Okay. Second duty station was what?
It was Fort Jackson.
So you didn't. This your fourth assignment?
Technically, yeah.
It was why?
So I did Korea, Fort Jackson, Fort Benning, Korea.
So 4. It ain't technical, is it?
I mean, yeah, it is. Yeah, you're a trip. I mean, yeah, because I'm still here, so yeah, it is my 4th. But yeah.
Yeah. So you added to your 5th in 9 years. Yeah, that's legit. Fort Jackson. Who was you with there?
So I was with 313. So right when you go through the main gate, you know where Strong Thermi is. Your build to your right. I was that battalion literally right there to your left.
It's a basic training battalion.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you remember? I don't know. You remember Son Camardi?
Sorry, come on. Oh yeah.
So he was
Okay.
he was at 260. So we worked literally right beside each other.
Okay.
So that's why I met him. And he same thing right at AIT. So I see him as
Camardi?
as a PLC. So I see him. So we same thing. Been locked in like brothers. Seen him progress through the ranks. So yeah.
Okay. Life. Y'all. Okay. Fort Jackson. What's the barracks situation? Because you got barracks for all the basic training, but I don't know what the barracks for the soldiers look like out there.
So the way how it was, like they had the barracks for like E1 to E4. Well, actually E1 to E5, a couple E6, but majority of them because you got to think about Fort Jackson. It was more like a how can I say, it was training. So you had the drills, the family, and then you had the higher ups. So it was like a
mostly
mixture.
everybody off post. Mostly everybody living off post.
100%.
Because it's drill sergeant and stuff.
But like if you like when you go past the library, you got the commissary, and wherever you go past, like you go past the commissary, you make that right. So wherever you go past housing, well, really go past the library. Literally they have the housing and all that, so it's a straight way. You know what intersection? You know what Starbucks was at, right? I know as a man, but you.
Now Starbucks is connected to Popeyes.
You're right. So just like how you over there, that whole intersection right in the middle, you drive all the way through, and literally that whole area, like them housing stuff, all that's housing.
But did y'all stay in the barracks?
Yeah, I stayed in the barracks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just don't know where the barracks at there for permanent party.
What about this? So you know where the schoolhouse is at, right?
Yeah.
For USACs?
Yeah.
So right when you got USACs, you got the bowling alley right there, right? Literally, we was right across the street from the bowling alley.
Okay.
So you got the bowling alley, you got the field where we used to do the PT test. That right by there, it's a big white building, CIF. Right beside CIF, you got them brick buildings. That was our barracks.
But it looked like apartments?
Yeah, that was the barracks. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because right beside you had the gas station.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So we was all right there.
I thought it was actual apartment.
Nah, they were just barracks.
They trash it inside?
They were decent. I mean, compared to in here,
it's better than this?
It was smaller. Like my kitchen was like from this sink all the way to like right here, but overall I ain't have this door, so it's kind of like cut in half.
Okay. But are you by yourself?
Nah, I shared a room.
Oh, damn.
So here's how it was, right? So I was in one brigade, but I may have another person in the same brigade, but they weren't in my battalion. That was the craziest part, right? So if I brought somebody in, they would know. But at the same time, we shared the bathroom, but and the basic food and all that. But
man, how you like being in Columbia?
I mean, it was a jug. I bet it's a jug for next city. So definitely they were disrespectful. I don't mind that because where I'm from, but they didn't give a damn. I can say definitely. Even when it came to food, like you buy food, they didn't pay attention. So you may be like, "Hey, I'm missing a cookie or I'm missing chicken." They'll just literally do the whole meal all over for you, but yeah.
Okay. Well,
I had people out there, so it was alright.
I guess I go out there for 3-4 weeks at a time, and kind of get out and do stuff. I think last time I was there, I drove up to North Carolina, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Just look around in the city, just kind of do something a little different, and then I think we actually went down to where's Fort Gordon at?
That's in Augusta.
Yeah, we drove down to Augusta to kick it with one of my homies. You on the East Coast? I think one highway connect the whole East Coast. Yeah. Did you do any of the like traveling, going up New York or something like that?
I ain't really go all the way up there like that, but I definitely went to like of course Myrtle Beach.
Hey, Myrtle Beach different, man.
Yeah, it is. I ain't gonna lie. Majority of the time, I was going either Myrtle Beach or back to Atlanta. Cause my folks in Alabama, so everybody who I kind of connected and linked with, it was some part in Atlanta. So I was just kind of back and forth.
How long you do there?
What? Like
at Jackson?
3 years.
Okay. Dang.
So 2018 to 2021.
Okay, and you hit the COVID.
Like the beginning of it. So when I was out processing, that's when it was still where you wear the mask. But it's still that small little contact, but like they was still kind of not in your face, but like hey, they still hand you document, be still to wear the face mask here where you go.
And then everybody doing basic training online.
No, they would still wear That was when they was still doing. Actually, it's crazy you say that. I did my BLC like virtual, right?
The whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Yeah,
Cause that's when we had to literally like our PRT. We had to do the videos, upload it.
Yep.
But when it came to basic training, like it was weird as fuck. But like it was where like we'll be in our they be in their little AO area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Still drill sergeant had a face mask on, talking to them, but they wouldn't yell. They be like, "Hey, come over here, private." Like it was definitely corny. Cause I was an AO, right? So be taking pictures and all that, and I'm just looking like, yeah, it felt weird.
So what Jackson, you got any like good stories or something you did out there? Or you just kinda chilling?
I mean, I was working, but definitely had crazy stories. Not with me, but just like around like my coworkers and stuff.
Don't you got a child?
Yeah, I got 2 beautiful girls. Chloe and
Oh,
Kylie.
where they at?
They back in home, Alabama. So you know, I mean, I work, I hold it down, but you know, they back. You know, I don't want them traveling around with me just to have that little symptom of.
I ain't even asking.
Nah,
like
it's
that.
all good. It's all good.
I was like, oh shoot, I forgot.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay. And I'm sure you send them little gifts and stuff from out here.
I definitely make sure my own them straight.
Custom pillow or something.
Trust me,
from the bill.
Rug, the pillow,
yeah.
Even the little robes, all that. So yeah, they good.
Okay. Cowboys.
What?
Dallas Cowboy.
What, football team?
The blankets and robes.
Nah, Alabama Roll Tide. Alabama.
Why you get them Cowboys?
They don't like that. My mom, she old school, so she Alabama. So back in my pops, he Georgia fan, so I got the Bulldogs.
Yeah. So y'all being Alabama, you gotta join a professional team. Yeah, ain't got one.
We just got a college team. Only close one we got is Atlanta, but I know pops he's a Bulldogs fan, but he go for the Falcons. So
okay,
yeah.
I mean that's fair enough. So you don't follow sports like that?
I do.
So who you rock with?
So of course I'm a Roll Tide fan, but when it comes to the pros,
Cowboy.
I mean, I watch the Cowboys 100% of the time. So
100% of the time?
Yeah.
All right. Boom. You're a Cowboys fan. Get you a sticker before you leave out of here. Oh, okay. Where we at? 3rd duty station?
Yeah, 3rd duty station, Fort Benning.
Uh-huh. All right. So that's where you know. Who else was there? Not just you. Oh. Sorry, Smalley.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right when she got there, that's when it was on that merge of me close to leaving.
Okay.
So, yeah. Dang, that's crazy. She picked up. So yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's what's up. I gotta let her know.
So you basically home.
Yeah. Yeah, I did my Columbus and all that. So
Not basically, literally.
Like, I live at home, yeah. So I literally go home every day. I mean, I ain't go to the house, but I had an apartment, so yeah, I was good.
So you had BH then, so you had to stay in the barracks.
Yeah.
Damn, that's okay.
It's a win-win, yeah.
I couldn't imagine, because you could have lived at your mama's house if you wanted to.
I was doing that early, like when I first got there, like probably 3 or 4 months.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I still pay, helped out pay bills, make sure she was good, but I was still stacking my money too. So I was like, you know what? And then, eventually I was like, man, let me just get an apartment because build my credit up a little bit more, and then some, just have more freedom and cool activities to do. So I was
cool activities.
Cool activities to do. So I was like, okay, cool. And
yeah,
that was it was a blast. Man.
So did it feel like different, or it feel like because you're there temporarily, but it would feel like different from when you was there as growing up from now, or was you still kind of involved in the same type of like
the crowd,
kicking it with your cousins and all that?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, it was different because definitely it be, of course, just coming from basic training AIT, you hit everybody up, or you post on hey, you graduated, and everybody, oh, I can't wait to see you. But once I came back home, I ain't gonna lie, I did the regular shenanigans. I posted hey, I'm back in the city. You rock with me, hit me up. So I probably had 3 or 4 people hit me up. But like I said, they're my main circle. But once I showed my apartment, that's when everybody out the window, hey, let me know we finna hit these shots. I'm like, nah, man, I ain't on that. Then
they were trying. They were trying.
They were trying to do it right now, yeah. And I was like, nah, I'm locked in with school. I was just doing my thing, and everything was going. I was having my way with it for real.
I can't imagine being stationed at home.
It was cool, but I definitely stayed out the way. But yeah.
Man, that's crazy. So you was kicking it with family. Did people see you okay? That's this the dude I grew up with. Now he left home, came back home in a different capacity. Let me try to do something like what he doing. Was it inspiring anybody or just kind of like,
No,
just
definitely.
another thing?
Yeah, definitely. I remember two of my classmates. One of them, he played football, went to college for it. I mean, I don't know if he was trying to go to the pro, but I remember he called me personally. He was like, "Yo, I need to talk to you." I'm thinking something like, about a girl. Yeah, I'm thinking something like, "Nah, man, I want to talk about military." I'm like, "Yo, what's up? Like, chop it up." I had him pull up on me. He was like, "Yeah, man, still in shape. There's a lot of stuff going on. Trying to do the military. Like, what I need to do." I was like, "Okay, cool." I was like, "Hey, you know what the mall is? Go there. Let them know this NCO. Gave my info, name, all that. Just recommend me. Just so I can help me out." But I was like, "Hey, you need." I was like, "Nah, for it." But I did give him a talk about like just the mentality, all that. And then he was like, "Yo," when he graduated, he called me like, "Hey, I did it. Appreciate it."
You got the ribbon?
Nah, I ain't get a ribbon.
Oh man, cause
I don't think they were doing it at the time though.
Man, you better.
They had the recommendation thing, but I don't think they were. This was way before they put it into effect though. That was the thing about it.
Tell them backdate it. Get you that ribbon. But nah, that's cool, man. That's dope. And if you inspire one person,
inspire the whole world.
Hey man, that's where it started.
Yeah.
All right. And then who the folks you was kicking it with, like as far as work wise?
Oh, you talking about I was at Benny?
Yeah.
Of course, Sarah Baldwin. I don't know if you know Sarah First Class Jen.
Jen?
Yeah, the one I showed you.
Jen or
no, Ginn.
Gi. No, I don't.
Yeah,
no, but I know who you talking. I remember that.
So who else? It was my NCO. Well, yeah, my NCO Stetson Williams. He's one who I kind of took place because he got orders for to be a recruiter.
I'm hating on him.
Huh?
I'm hating on him.
Yeah, nah, he was DA selected. He had like 14 years in, so he was. I'm gonna ride it out, and then boom, he's like, okay, so.
I'm hating on him. I want to do recruit. I want to do chaplain recruiting actually. That sound cool.
I heard it's dope though.
Yeah. Yeah. And then okay. What you be doing? Like you seem like a homebody, but you be out and about.
So what you mean by out? I like that.
I mean, I like partying or something. You be at the club?
Nah.
What?
So I ain't gonna lie, majority of the time I be like reading, working out. Definitely like anything like laser tag. Mostly anything outdoor wise.
You know the what they call Frankie's in South Carolina. Frankie's Fun Park.
I heard of it, but I didn't go.
What?
That's of course I went to Carowinds though.
I don't know what that is.
That's amusement. It's like another Six Flags, but it's just in South Carolina though.
Okay.
But I ain't gonna lie, the road it's way better. To me personally, it's way better than Six Flags.
Is it right on the border, North and South Carolina?
I think it is right on the border.
Cause I drove by there and I remember seeing it, but I didn't know what it was.
You probably did pass by it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it looked like it's fun, but Frankie's Fun Park, man. Frankie's Fun. We get them the spot. Nah.
Hey,
that's a good place,
video,
man.
Yeah.
We went there during SLC, and the crazy thing about it was like, we all like mid-20s to up to probably close to 40, and we out there having a blast. Laser tag, the arcade stuff, shooting the
simulation on it. That's childhood right there.
With the joint on like this and
the
VR.
Oh, that's crazy. That's what's
up. The go karts and stuff. Yeah. We had a good time, man. Oh, everybody knees hurting probably the next day.
Nah, we was trying to do something like that at ALC, but then we was like, nah, cause everything that was going on with the hurricane in Georgia, so we was like, nah, we won't risk it. And then the weekend, so yeah.
Hey, SLC, make sure you do that.
For sure.
But yeah, what was we at? Oh yeah, homebody type of. All right, yeah, Korea. All right, let's just go Korea. How's it been this time?
I mean, to me, it was like the same old usual. Nothing didn't really change. I could say definitely just like compared to my first time coming, definitely the protocols. Like I don't know if you was here, but curfew, the biggest thing, the DUIs.
I ain't no more curfew, huh? I forgot.
Nah, when I first got here, we used to have him back like on and off. Definitely, I'm kind of surprised being here at Humphreys because even when I was at Carroll, when it came to us getting curfews, it used to be because of people at Humphreys. Yeah. So that's the crazy part about it, right?
USFK, they the ones who made the curfew.
Yeah.
Actually, 8th Army, I think.
I thought it was just 8th Army who made it.
I don't think Air Force had it.
Nah, Air Force didn't have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely compared to coming here the second time, it was just like a whole refresher.
Mm-hmm.
But I can say even like the late night, early mornings, I was already used to that. Compared to like even coming here like that Tuesday night going on the morning, compared to everybody when they sleeping knocked out, I was still fully awake and everything. So I was just like, man, I'm ready to get my room and kind of have fun and start working.
Yeah, I seen you out once or twice, maybe just once actually.
Where?
This was somebody's birthday, Sergeant Gonzalez.
What's up? You talking about? Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I know what you talking about. Yeah, that was a crazy night. Yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, that was the first night I met you. Yeah, that was a cool day. I don't even think we spoke that day because I didn't know who you was.
No, we all just joined the vibes. So it was all good.
Yeah. But overall, it's been a good time. Did you go like Philippines, Taiwan, something like that? Or you just been chilling?
I was chilling. I didn't do it this time, but when I went the first time, I went to Ontario, Canada.
From here?
Yeah, it was like 3 hours away. You know, back then you could do that. Like you had to do the whole protocol steps. You definitely had to put in the leave, and your leadership had to know where you was going and who. But yeah.
You went from here to Canada?
Yeah.
Why?
I had a homegirl in there at the time.
Hey. Enough said.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna ask you. We got some questions here. I'm trying to see which one's best fitting for you. All right. Coolest thing you done in the Army? That's too much to think about. We'll put that in the parking lot. Hobbies. Okay, we're gonna go off on this one.
Okay.
What's some of your hobbies, man?
Well, producer, make beats.
Make beats.
Yeah.
Please elaborate.
So of course, like you think about Sunny Digital, Metro Boomin, top producers. I make the beats, make the hits. I can hype the party. I can make the crowd move.
Okay. www.
BaseHillBeatstars.com/BaseHillBeats. Instagram Base Hill Beats. Facebook Base Hill Beats. Even Twitter Base Hill Beats. So
Base Hill.
Yeah. So BASED and then Hill.
Based.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got an inspiration from Lil B?
Yeah. That's crazy. But nah, because of course, I like 808s, 909s, the different types of basses. So, of course, if you know your music, you know what I'm talking about. But definitely, I'm from the South, so the trap, all you hear in the car, booming, the bass. So, yeah. So, woofer, so yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we got to connect on that, man. Even like email, just back and forth, some beats and stuff. You said mine was trash, and I appreciate that.
Oh, I ain't say it was trash. I said it was progress, but but hold on.
See,
I said it was good. I ain't say it was trash.
You said you gave me one of them. Hey, you got potential.
I mean, of course, you got to start from somewhere. But I mean, they ain't horrible though. I can do something with it though. Yeah.
That means you got to start from somewhere. That means.
But I mean, it wasn't horrible though. So.
Dang, it wasn't horrible though.
No,
Dang,
I mean it was good though. I ain't gonna compare to my first one. Like yours is.
I've been going for a while, man. I've been going for a while.
How long?
More than 10 years.
I ain't gonna lie. So you remember when Waka Flocka we made Hard in the Paint, like 2012?
Yeah.
That's when I started. Like that same year.
I started around like.
Actually, that beat kind of inspired me by Lex Luger. So yeah.
I think like 09 is when I started, but I like I just showed you, same thing. I just do it for fun. I'm not trying to be a billionaire or something. Like make a whole lot of.
I ain't gonna lie, it's a good side hustle.
I just have fun.
But but definitely I love music though too. So it's like.
So you make money from it?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I don't. I just do it.
So the most I made off making, I ain't gonna lie, I brag about it, but the most I made off beats was $1,000.
One beat?
No, I did like I did a pack, but my homeboy at the time he was on a mixtape, like he was local. It was just like a couple producers he was doing the CD, like he wanted to work with. My homie at the time who was how can I say my apprentice who was teaching me how to make beats. He's like, hey, I know somebody in the city. He looking for somebody to make beats, like a producer. He need, just need some beats. And I sent him like my dope ones, probably like 3 of them. Like I'm still beginning, but he was fucking, cause they were samples. So he was like, okay, cool. So one of them was Michael Jackson, Dirty Diana. I forgot my other two. One of them was One of them was a TLC, and the other was SWV. The Anything You Wanted.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just
don't sing it again though.
Yeah. Nah, I was just doing some little samples. And they was rocking with it. So
okay,
yeah.
Sure, that's dope. So 3 beats and you made a great number there.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at you. Man, that's legit. We got to connect on that beat stuff, man. 'Cause that's one of your passions. That's something I love to do. I get late. I don't know how to play them keys and them, but.
So you got the little piano, Just
yeah, I'm
click the note in. The internet producer, they tell you, man.
Yeah. We'll get there. Habits. You got any habits from
military?
Your time? Yeah.
I ain't gonna say I get triggered easy, but sometimes it's like something don't go my way. Well, I ain't gonna say that. But if you say you tell me you're gonna do something right, I'm staying on your word. So if you don't do it, it's gonna tick me off. But I tell you like, hey man, like what happened to you say you're gonna do this? Like it might blow me, but I'm like, okay. And you say, oh, I forgot. I keep it to the side. But if you say you don't give me a reason, I just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep my eye on him because he say he gonna do something he don't.
Okay.
Definitely the cussing. I wasn't the cussing before I came military, but now I be like, damn, shit, like I just cuss.
I think it's the first time you cussed this whole time.
What?
Just now.
Nah, in general.
Like during this, I think that's the first time you cussed.
I was cussing there.
Yeah.
You probably heard it more clear, but yeah. I can say the third one. It would be what's the third one? I know one time. So like you say you gonna let me know like I'm gonna be here like in 5 minutes or you be at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna think same time I'm standing on your words. So I'm gonna be waiting and because my time is precious. But
so you mad at me?
No. I'm just saying that in general though. Nah, I ain't trying.
I told you we gonna start a little after 5.
Nah, we cool. I'm just saying, if it was somebody that I didn't know, then I'd be pissed. But
okay.
Handle, like Lil Baby said, handle stuff like a businessman. So you gotta be on time.
I said that's why I can get an exact time because I got kids.
That's all good, man. I know how it is, man.
Okay, what's the best MRE?
Ooh, for me it'd be the chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo. Respect, man. Because everybody always say, what they always say?
They don't like it.
No, what's everybody else's favorite one?
Usually be the, as far as I know, probably the spaghetti, or as I know some be do the meatballs.
For black folks, what's the best one? It's somehow, it be that.
What?
Chili mac.
I was just about to, that's going to be my next guess. Damn, that's crazy. Hold up. But you want to know something crazy, though? So my whole time basic training, while everybody used to heat theirs up, because we be on that time. I was like, screw that. I just literally eat my cold with the thing.
You was raw dogging it.
I had to, man.
Oh no. Okay. You got any wild roommate stories?
Yes, I do. This happened at Jackson, right? So I just got there probably like, it's a crazy story, right? So I got to Fort Jackson January 2018, like the end of January, because I coming from Korea to Jackson. So my the Bears manager, so he was at Fort Benning. He ended up being a drill, same unit. We chopped it up because we had same thing, crazy stories. He'll tell me about it. Like, we was cool. It was this one story where with Fort Jackson, how the Bears was, like how my room is. It could be like not literally in my room, but it'd be a female door right beside you. So one day. It had to be a Saturday. I'm just chilling. I think I was playing the game. I was gonna go to my car. I had a Nissan. I was gonna go get a wash to do something. I just remember I hear some yelling like, "Oh no!" Like somebody was like, sounded like they was fighting. So I heard some, like you just hear somebody beating something down. So me, I'm on my business. Cause I got music. I'm playing the game. So I didn't think about it. So I'm like, somebody knocking on my door. And at first I kind of brushed it to the side. And next thing you know, I heard it again, but it's like probably like 5-10 times more. And the whole time, I was right. The girl was fighting. But I guess, like, when I came out the door, she must have got hit with a bottle or something. You see glass shatter. So, like, probably an hour or so later, the MPs came, and they was like, hey, are you the one that saw? I'm like, I'm kind of looking, like an ob. I'm like, what you talking about? They's like, oh, so it was an incident. Girl got hit with a bottle. Do you know what happened? I'm like, nah, I'm be honest. Mike, this is an NCO. I'm like, I ain't gonna lie to you, sir. Like, I'm in civilian, so I'm like, I ain't gonna hold us. I don't know what happened. I'm finna get my car washed. He started laughing. He's like, oh, okay, you good. Go back, do what you do. Damn. And whole time, I guess that next couple days, couple months, she seen me. She said, I guess she thought I snitched on her. I'm
okay.
like, no. I said, you probably think the Bears match because he was there too. Like, cause we kicking it, but he heard it too because he's literally right across, so he can, and when stuff usually happen, they'll call him. But she went off on me. I told him, and then she ended up getting kicked out.
Oh.
But not because of me, but just because of the whole situation. But
Of course.
yeah, but that was
like that.
That was a crazy story.
Huh. Man. Hey man, stay out of trouble.
I'm telling you, I was wrong place, wrong
Very
time.
crazy, but yeah, you keep your head low. All right. Let's say okay. When you go home, you probably wore it out when you was there, stationed there. But when you go home, what's something you got to hit up, like a restaurant or just your favorite spot to go to while you're out there?
I ain't gonna lie, definitely Texas Roadhouse.
We got Texas Roadhouse here.
I mean, but it ain't the same though. I mean, just cause I don't know if you heard a place called Nukes.
Nukes.
Newks. I don't know if you comma S. I don't know if you have it where you from.
Apostrophe.
Yeah. Oh, did I say comma? My fault. But nah, cause some people spell it NEWKS and NEW.
I've seen it before.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a vegan spot, but you can eat regular food. So they have like mac and cheese, pizza. They even had like a vegan Rice Krispie treat, a vegan brownie, just some different like variety stuff. But like, I know I'm not vegan, but trying different types of food, it's cool. And my homegirl, she was like, her and my mom, they was like, it's good. You need to try it.
I seen it. I think they got one in Huntsville. I feel like I seen it before.
Yeah, it is one in Huntsville.
Okay.
And then I gotta go to Atlanta, stop Atlanta, eat Slutty Vegan.
Slutty Vegan.
Yeah.
I heard of that, but I went to the Varsity for the first time. And it's like nothing special, but it's still, it's something.
Hype it up.
Yeah, it's something. I used to watch it on the Travel Channel. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go there one day. So I stopped by there. It was cool, but overhyped. Atlanta probably a good place to eat.
Yeah, that's the only reason I want to go there. Just
I ain't spending a lot of time. Where you going next? Hold that thought. What cars you done had while you been in?
A 2013 Nissan Altima. Special edition.
Okay.
Got an accident with that. Wasn't my fault at Fort Jackson. I ended up having a GMC Terrain SUV, and then now my truck currently I got a 2017 Dodge Ram 1500.
2017. So you steadily upgrading each car.
But with the truck, I'm gonna keep that paid off, customize it. So I'm good on that.
How do you feel about going to the field? Actually, when you out there, you probably suck. When you come back, how you feel about the field?
Like where, like what?
Going to the field.
This in
any unit you've been in.
So when I did the career the first time, definitely wasn't bad. It was fun because it wasn't where I was just sitting down on a computer. Definitely as a POC, it was just where all I did every day, socialize, helped out with everybody, checked up on the command teams, make sure they were good, they need anything. Like definitely my chaplain at the time, Chaplain Shirky. But yeah, first name Matthew Shirky. He was a big heavy set dude, like The Incredibles, how he was. He was just like him, but he was cool. Like he was laid back, great person. He went to Fort Benning before he got to Korea. But when I worked with him, he was like, yeah man, just make his presence known.
Yeah. When
he came to command and staff, he had where I do the quote, inspirational words. Definitely that's how like the command team started knowing me. But even when it came to like we had cooks, so I do kitchen duty with them. So definitely I was like kind of like everywhere, just making my presence known. Like, hey, y'all need something, hit me up. Ask Chaplain before y'all try to pull me, and he didn't mind. But the only thing I didn't do was definitely just the field, the night guards and all that.
Oh yeah.
They had me one time do it, and that's for an hour. I was like, hey sir, I do it just to help them out, but just between me and you. He's nah, that's cool. I understand it. I make it known, and they did. So.
That's one thing I do hate. All right. You prefer overseas or the States?
States.
Fair enough. One gotta go. PX or commissary?
For me, be PX.
Why?
So, I ain't gonna lie, to certain electronics or certain things you get in the PX, it definitely be overrated. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. But you go to like Walmart, what else? Walmart, Best Buy, you can get a bang for your buck compared to PX trying to tax you.
So $5.99 PS5 versus $5.99 PS5. One of them gonna be cheaper.
The PX one's gonna be cheaper. However, I mean, the PS1, they may not ask you want to extend the warranty and all that. So, of course, it may be cheaper.
They be having warranty, too.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
And tax-free. I don't know.
Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, though. It's like, we get the one that's at that Best Buy, whatever, they automatically added to it, though. Yeah. That's the thing about it. So, it go up, but it's for a good reason, though.
So, got the best, but you don't have to pay for the additional warranty.
Exactly,
okay. You prefer living on post or off post?
Off post.
Why is that?
Just cause
put your BH in your pocket.
I mean, definitely stack your money, but at the same time, like, I ain't gonna say the stuff I used to get into, but just like activities I did compared to like, okay, I can go to a party and I may be, chilling, or I may want to see somebody compared to going through the gate, checking my car. It's like, okay, cool, I'm right down the street from my folks.
Yep.
I may be like, oh well, I'm not feeling, too comfortable to drive. Let me crash at your place. I ain't gotta worry about
going through the gate.
Yeah.
I respect that. Rucking or running?
Me, I run. I did track, so I just love running. So I did fielding, but at the same time, everybody had to do a mile, so I was used to running a mile.
Fair. Okay. Sports PT or zonk?
Oh, easy sports PT. But I'm misconception with that. Of course, you have people, I don't want to do it, this, that, and the third. But my thing is, if you have people who like playing sports or who are like active in sports like you, they make it fun.
Yeah. Okay. Drill or recruiting?
See, I've been drilling this for the longest. Some keep telling me I might be on orders for drill. But worst case scenario, I won't mind doing recruiting though.
Okay.
But I mean, definitely, I do recruit before I do drill. Though. I feel like that. So
yeah. Okay. Okay. Last one. Org day or early release?
Early release.
Well, you get free food at the org day.
I mean, true though, but at the same time, you do have some people. Like I say this, they don't come from the same background as you. So when it comes to cooking, you don't
know who got cats, so they have
the custom courtesies. About even the ingredients, how they did it. Because some little hands down tell, oh, I didn't wash my hands, but I made this, and then when you bite it, it made sense because it tastes like you know what. But
but if it's catered,
that's different. But 100% of the time, I got my spouse. She got this precious cake, and then the cake tastes like a piece of shit, tastes like cardboard. So I'm like, nah, I'm good. Let me sit to the hot dogs, hamburger. I'm good.
Okay. I respect that. I feel it, but I especially being single. When I was single,
definitely,
I take it at the org day.
Yeah, take whatever.
Early release, I'm just going to the house.
And they gonna give it to our bears. So like, hey, all the single soldiers, take all this stuff, put it in your room. So
Okay. You ain't got no haircut right now. I'm sure you waiting to go back to Alabama, but do you get your haircut on post?
Hell no. Mm-mm. Learned my lesson the first time being in Korea. Nope. Mm-mm.
So on post haircut or off post?
Off post.
Hey, where you get the cut at here?
So we're outside the gate, by GS25. It's right. Yeah, it's right by that church. Okay. Yeah, because that Italian I think the Mexican restaurant. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but it's the second floor.
Yeah.
That's how I go to. It's the Korean guy.
It's Indian, ain't it?
Yeah, Indian restaurant. Yeah. So I go in as the Korean guy, and then usually, it's a woman, a younger woman. I usually have one or two do my hair, but last person cut my hair was the one, but she did A1 though.
What was that on Christmas?
Nah, that was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh man.
That's goofball, man.
All right. So what's next for you, man? Where you headed?
Fort Stewart.
Fort Stewart. Are you going? You can't stay away.
Hey,
you
be in the South. Hey, be in the South. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'll get back to the South. You just staying in one pocket.
I don't mind now, cause they gonna have me, go to Fort Drum. I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Let me go to the South. I'm cool with it.
Somehow it seems like people who stay in the South or stay like between like Drum and Washington. Fort, what is that? JBL? Yeah.
I won't mind JBL though, from what I heard of it though.
I wouldn't mind Texas. Oh yeah, that is one of my questions. What's one place you would want to go?
Fort Sam Houston.
That's everybody. That's the dream assignment.
Reason I say that, because of course you got the medical, but at the same time, like for me, I want to be a dental hygienist. All right? So you got the dental assistant, and then mine is all branches. So like if you network, connect with people, it's you just have your different variety of people who you connect with.
Hey, stop going up. Okay, that's cool, man. I hope you can get out there because that's a good place to be, especially like I don't know. I ain't gonna lie because I don't really know nothing about it. But I do like it, and it's San Antonio, and it's Texas.
Yeah, everything they say everything big in Texas. So yeah,
I'm from Texas. I can vouch.
Oh, okay. Well, hey. So I definitely about that for sure.
Okay. Let's see. What else? You got any advice for anybody who getting ready to join?
Yeah, I just say just stay authentic, be yourself. Definitely with our core. You may have. How can I say this? You may have people that want to change you. Of course, when you do come in, you change for the better, right? You don't change, become a worse version of yourself. But I definitely tell like the younger people, like, of course, you can bring something to the table, but at the same time, be aware of how you bring it. Meaning, with the authenticity, be aware like how you express yourself and how you are around everybody. Because of course, people can pick up all that. People can also tell what you say, how you say it, what kind of person you are. But definitely, once you know that, you have a good counterpart, just lock in, give it 100%. Definitely communicate, like, even when you feel burned out, like, let your counterpart know, because sometimes they may be waiting for you to say it, but you're just not saying it. But even them times when you feel burned out, it's okay to say, like, hey, I'm burned out, you need rest. Because at the end of the day,
don't pull that card too much.
I mean,
learn to build that strength.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, because we're a statistic, but at the same time, don't let that, like you said, don't let it overuse it.
Yeah. Okay, I respect that. What else we got? I do gotta go because I gotta be somewhere. 18 minutes, but it's all good. I appreciate your time, man. I don't know. Did you have anything you wanted to say?
Nah, it's all love. Of course, we go way back. You family now, so Son Baldwin, Son Brown. So
a couple folks.
I was telling him about it, but he was like, "Yeah, man." He said, "Man, sorry, we go way back." So crazy times and some crazy stories. But I was like, "Hey."
I don't know if he told you, but we.
Oh no, he told me some stories. So I was like, I was like, man, he cool, man, he a goofball. I said, cause y'all both remind me of the same people, so like it's all love.
Okay. Well, man, we gotta do like this for the cameras, for the what they call it, the thumbnail.
Yeah.
We gotta do something like that. Hey, I shouldn't have done it. I'm gonna do it like that. That's so stupid, man. I do it every time. It's still stupid. You couldn't think of the coolest thing you done in the Army?
I think coolest thing. Oh, I ain't gonna lie. When I was at Fort Jackson during FTX, I was with another battalion, right, just helping the system, right. So they had the 249, the gunner. They had it mounted. So I remember the same truck I tell you my dog ran 1500. So when I was at Fort Jackson, that was all the government vehicles. So here's what they did. So it was the drill. He was infantry, right. So he was like, I'm gonna do something. And, when they do FTX, they'll have where they use a gunner, but they use a dummy for dummy rounds, right? So he put on top of like the very top of the government vehicle. When it came to lights, he taped the lights, like the rear lights. He taped all that, right? Like everything. So literally in some trees, like how we are in the trees, we blacked out. Like it's probably midnight, 1 in the morning. Everybody tired, so he's like, no, we're gonna sneak them. So he's like, he got his 249, I got mine. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I stop. He'll give a couple seconds, he'll do his. We back and forth doing it, but it was like that whole night all the way to probably like 6 in the morning. It was fun though, cause it scared the fuck out of them. But at the same time,
Don't say his name.
Oh nah. I'm sure I ain't know his name, so that.
I'm sure that's illegal. That's crazy.
No, that's cause you got to think about drills. You could do that during the.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm telling you that's another thing for Jackson too. You do a cadre training course, CTC. So the drills and the cadre, like permanent party, everybody has to do that. So they interact with trainees and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. And small Army story. I didn't ask you that, but small Army is you being stationed back home, at home. That's crazy. And then, all the little connections there. You might know something that I should ask you. Maybe it's all good, man. I gotta go. I got 15 minutes to be there.
You good, man.
So I appreciate you. I'm sleepy too. I appreciate you. You feel me? Inviting me into your space. That
Hey, empty space. Yeah, empty space.
Yeah. This is nice furniture though, man. They doing a lot better. Over on our side of the post, we in the hood, man.
Sure, I was like, y'all place over here. This ain't bad. Cause y'all room is still bigger than ours.
Is it MI?
Oh, no, I ain't. Have I seen him out?
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I don't think I have that.
Yeah, no, don't see it.
Well, is that whole?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's they just need to renew it. It's all good. But yeah. Anyway, all right, man. Salute.
Yeah.
It's been realer than a. I gotta stop saying that because it's stupid. Realer than a caterpillar.
Nah, it's all good, man.
All right. We'll take off.
Yeah.